value the yin, the introvertedness that is commonly ignored here in the West. So, for example, there's always black and white. Yin represents like the black, which is more of like the introvertedness. Yang represents like the white and is more represented as the extrovertedness. Alright? People in school and everywhere around you will always try to convince you that you have to be extrovert, have to be this way, and you can't be the way that you are or whatever. But you have to learn to appreciate that side of you. That's a side where um, there's a lot of beauty in it. You just have to realize it. Okay. Some books that may help you out. There's a book called The Introverted Advantage. That's a good book that you could read that can help you out. Another book is called The Gift of Shyness. Okay, these two books that I read are very good books to help you appreciate that side of you. All right, and a lot of times when you have these types of problems, pertaining to your spiritualness or your mental training, you should refer to good books, good texts out there. Go to the library and look up subjects that can help you understand your psychology more and develop yourself so you can express yourself and be yourself. This is the spiritual training, and you'll see that a lot of you can find a lot of books out there of where there's people that understand what you're going through, that understand you, and can help you, understand yourself more. Alright? There's a lot of wise people out there. And introvert, for example, is more of the people that write books. Though that requires more of like an introvertedness. Extroverted is more the advertisers that you see on TV, the actors and actresses, that's more extrovert. But you'll see that a lot of the introverts is where the wisdom and the knowledge is. A lot of the professors are introvert. You could see introvertedness. Alright? A lot of scientists, introverts. You see the movies, the actors are extroverts. The directors may be introverted. Alright? The introverts are usually the ones that are in the backdrop. That basically they're more humble, more modest, and more passive, and they express themselves in ways of where they don't seek for attention. Alright, extroverts are all about attention. Alright, and it's just the inner relationship between the two. Just understand it, and understand it within yourself, and learn to appreciate whichever aspect that you lean towards. If you lean more towards an introvert, you should accept and appreciate that. If you're an extrovert, then that's great. Learn to appreciate that too. Alright? But don't deny it. Once you start denying it, then there's gonna be issues. You're gonna be having a constant struggle throughout your entire life of being somebody that you're not. Alright? What you gotta learn to do is learn to see who you are within, accept yourself, and love yourself. If you keep denying yourself and you never accept yourself and you don't care and love for yourself, then how can you expect anybody else to do the same? You don't even know who you are. And that's the thing. You have to know who you are and appreciate yourself, for who you are. And once you learn to do that and you learn to love yourself, then you'll know yourself. And then when you meet somebody, like a woman or whatever, then you can express this realness to her. And if she accepts this realness of you and she loves you for that, then that's true love. But if you don't even know yourself and you meet a woman, you can't even express anything real to her. Everything that you're expressing to her is false. And there can't be anything, there can be no real love, no true love, when all you express is false. Alright? False is the ego. Okay? And that's what you have to do, in order to take yourself to a higher level in spirituality. Otherwise, you're constantly gonna live a false life, just following the people around you and never just truly being who you are. Alright? I know that it's difficult in this world to express yourself truthfully because everybody out there is encouraging you to just follow along with the masses and do what everybody else is doing, and it does take a lot of, I guess, you might have to isolate yourself for a while in which to really build yourself strong, so then you have, so then people cannot, the people that try to bring you down will be unsuccessful. Alright? Kind of like when you're born, your parents have to nurture and take care of you until you're strong enough to go out there in the real world and be independent and protect yourself and take care of yourself. It's kind of like that. You may have to go in isolation for a while to really develop yourself, develop your spirit, and get strong before you can go out there and really express yourself without any type of inhibitions and anxieties or worries. You're just happy to be yourself and to be able to express yourself. Alright? Just like in martial arts. You may start off weak, and then you train yourself to get strong. So then if there's ever a confrontation, you'll survive. Not only will you survive, but you will prevail. And that's the same thing with the spirit. Nurture your spirit, get to know your inner spirit, and build yourself to have to be strong, so that anybody on the outside that tries to damage you and try to hurt you and put you down, it doesn't faze you. That you are really strong and happy to be who you are, and you don't let these fake artificial people bring you down to their level. Alright? And it takes time, but what I suggest is to read a lot of books that that pertain to some of the things that you might question, some of the things that you feel uncomfortable with. Like, for example, this one about approaching people. There's a lot of books out there that you can read that can help you understand, that aspect in which to develop yourself. Books on psychology, understanding the mind. Books, Eastern philosophy, any of those books can help you. Alright? So read to educate yourself. There's always people out there that can help you develop yourself to a higher level, mentally, spiritually. Alright? And then another thing I suggest is to write. Write in the sense of where you express yourself truthfully on paper, and a lot of times you'll get to know yourself at a deeper level that you would have never even thought of, because you never took the time to really analyze your inner self, or express your inner self. So if you learn, if you start to write, journals or whatever, you will get to know another side of you, a deeper side of you, and express yourself, better, right? So those are some things that I suggest. But, just remember what I said about approaching people, and, try to treat people as human beings, not as objects. Try to treat everybody as equal as you can. Be nice to everybody, not just because a woman looks beautiful, you're nice to her, and then women that aren't attractive, you treat them like crap. I mean, that is completely false and superficial. You should try your hardest to treat everybody in an equal way. Respect everybody, be nice to everybody, and just be yourself, okay?